Tonight, our Call 6 investigators are uncovering a loophole in federal law that allows some people to take advantage of a disability benefit they don't deserve.
Dogs are more than friend or family. For some people, they are life-saving support. But many of us assume any animal called a service animal must be trained.
Call 6 investigator Rafael Sanchez has more on a push to tighten those laws. Rafael?
Right now, you can say your dog is a service animal and take it to any public place you want. No need to prove it can perform some tasks. No paperwork, no registration. You can legally buy ID badges like this, registrations and certificates without having to prove you have a disability.
Call them cute, cuddly, or lifelong companions.
I am more than ready.
Barbara Scott is on a waiting list to get a service dog to help her manage her diabetes. When her blood sugar gets low, her four-legged friend will warn her.
Your biggest fear is not waking up the next morning.
Yeah, it is.
Barbara is counting on the Indiana Canine Assistance Network. The not-for-profit, also known as ICANN, pairs people with service animals. Just to be considered, clients must get two doctors' references detailing their need and ability to handle a dog. Every dog spends about 2 years learning various tasks, like opening doors, removing clothing, and helping people who've fallen.
When we send a dog out there, we essentially know it's bomb-proof. It is not going to misbehave. It is not going to bark.
Sally Irvin is ICANN's executive director.
We have a very big demand, and most service dog programs do, and we can't meet the demand.
That's one reason federal law allows individuals to train their own animals to deal with their disability. There are no training mandates. The law doesn't require proof that a service animal can perform a skill or certification that it's safe to be in public places, like a restaurant or store.
Ultimately, I have to say I would be more in favor of some checks and balances.
That's what Assistance Dogs International also wants. In December, the group, which represents not-for-profit training programs, sent a letter to the Department of Justice. It raised concerns that the current law allows businesses to sell identifications to people sight unseen, to provide owners of pet dogs access as if they were legitimate assistance dogs. The Call 6 investigators found plenty of businesses legally selling badges, IDs, and certificates for service dogs that look official, but the law does not require. While the websites warn about misusing their service, they mail certification material to us without any verification. At WorkingServiceDog.com, we paid $118 to get ID cards and this badge, which reads Registered Service Dog.
Absolutely amazing. Couple of things. This is amazing. There is no such thing as a registration for a service dog. That doesn't exist.
For $33, ServiceDogID.com mailed me a certificate that I had a trained dog, though I don't even own a dog. Owner Bruce Broyle says he counts on people to tell the truth, but he surprised me during our phone call, saying he would be okay if the government put him out of business to improve oversight of service animal rules.
If it came down to me being in business and doing what we're doing right now, or the federal government taking this over and regulating this with the full force of their law, I would much prefer that.
For more than $161, FreeMyPaws.com sent us ID cards and a vest. Company President Jason Michael says he supplies products to be used by qualified people. He adds, present federal rules are gray and leave a lot to interpretation.
I'd like to see stricter regulations.
Echoing Barbara's call, the family of Thomas Miller, who is also waiting for a service dog. They want to know exactly what is required of them, so they don't waste their time or money on things they don't need before the animal arrives.
To me, if it will affect your child, there's no such thing as overregulation.
The people behind the badge did not respond to our request for a statement, and we're still waiting to hear from the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division.
You can see why so many people want things like the badge, because there really aren't many restrictions on where these dogs can go, right?
They're allowed to go anywhere where you and I can go. Wherever the general public is allowed, so can the service animals go. And the American with Disabilities Act makes it illegal to ban or even to charge a fee to anyone with a service animal.
Kind of disturbing and a real eye-opener. Thanks, Rafael.